Hello everyone, the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus is one of those phones that Samsung made back in the day, back in 2022. So let's go and see how this phone holds up in the later part of 2022 and see if it's actually still worth buying. Spoiler alert, this thing is still completely worth buying. And if you actually want to buy it, links will be down in the description. You can get that from there and you can help support the channel at the same time. Now starting off with the outside of the Galaxy S22 Plus, you are getting a 6.6-inch dynamic AMOLED display on the front of this phone. This thing had a 1080p display, 120 Hz, and I definitely do think it's a very, very good looking device. I think this is one of the better phones Samsung's ever made. It's a flat display though, so no curved sides or anything, but I think they did a good job with it. I'm still a massive fan of the way this particular phone kind of holds up. Now you're getting that USB Type-C port at the bottom, which is very good. You're getting Samsung DeX within it too. Frosted glass back with the triple camera setup, and this stuff right there is some really important stuff to keep in mind. Like, I'm still a massive fan of the way this phone kind of held up. And I do think from that particular standpoint, that particular perspective, it's a super, super important thing to keep in mind. So from the outside, definitely still holds up very well. Easily one of the best things going on for this phone from that particular standpoint. And I couldn't recommend this phone enough, at least from the body standpoint. Now, camera-wise, this is still a very, very good camera. Like, I think Samsung did an excellent job with this particular phone. And I do think if you're trying to get a phone that's going to stand the test of time from that perspective, I think you're going to be getting a very good camera. 8K capability on the back, 4K 60 on the front. What more could you want from a phone like this? You know, I think they did an excellent job, and I still think it's still 100% worth buying when you look at it from like the cost basis of buying a phone like this at that caliber. So I love this phone from that perspective too. Now from the software longevity standpoint, this is also another good thing going on for this particular phone as well. So with this type of device, you are actually getting very, very good software updates. Like, this phone is going to last for a good amount of time. And I do think that's a very, very good thing to kind of keep in mind here. I think if you're buying a phone, you probably want it to last for, a bit of time from the software perspective. And you are getting that from here, which is really cool. It's not going to last forever, but still going to last for a bit of time here, which is really, really nice to see. Now, beyond that, with phones like the iPhone that came out this year, the Google Pixel that came out this year, these devices are probably going to give you kind of better software experience. But I still think this thing is still worth buying from that particular standpoint too. Now, performance-wise, you are getting that Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset inside, basically with 8 gigabytes of RAM. This would be the only reason why I would be, like, if you want to go for the S23 Ultra, like go for it, or the S22 Ultra, because you are getting more RAM and a little bit more capability from that standpoint. But I think a phone like this is still very, very good. I love the S22 Plus's performance. And like I said, no matter what you're really going to be doing, it's going to be giving you like a pretty solid experience, which I think is really cool. I think a big thing to keep in mind here with the S22 Plus is that a phone like this is basically giving you last year's best performance. Like, this is one of the best performing chipsets, and no matter what you do, you're going to be getting like a solid experience from it, which is something I really do love seeing. So even like the battery life with its battery, size inside of it, the 4,500 milliamp hour battery, that's a very good size battery to have inside of this thing. It's like another advantage going on here too. So what I'll tell you is, overall, I look at a phone like the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus, and I still think this thing is still completely worth buying for the most part. Is it perfect? No. The only disadvantage here, probably, in my opinion, is that this phone's not going to be lasting like as long as the S23 in terms of software updates. But I think this thing is still a very good phone. I like it a lot, and there's not really a lot to complain about here. So that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.